Quality today with all the fires?
They give us a report here at school. So yesterday morning, it was bad, so they canceled outdoor activities, but they cleared everything today. So there's a set scale, so we just go by what they tell us. So they said it's good today, so we're good to go today. So
okay. So
but I think every day will be it's something you're gonna have to check, because obviously it's something that's going on, and they still don't have control of them, and it depends on how the wind blows and all that stuff. So they just tell us, can we go or not go for outdoor activity. So
okay. What would you do if
you'd have to go indoors?
Where indoors would you go?
That's a good question. So they have plans in place. We just haven't gotten to that point. So but there's a plan in place if we have to go indoors. So whether it's in Austin or whether it's in Poly or the men's gym, it depends on what time and what's available. So and I think every day is kind of depending on the day. But we have a plan in place if they say we can't get outside. So.
But you wouldn't have much room in those places,
yeah,
like
I mean,
a 100-yard field. So how would that impact the ability to do what you need to do if you needed to do that?
You don't worry about things you don't control. So if we're going to go inside, we go inside. If we're going to go in the parking lot, we go in the parking lot. I'm not concerned about that.
How well do you know Clay Helton?
I know Clay. Clay came in the league, and I know him when he was a coordinator, and really sharp football coach. Comes from a football family. Dad was a great coach. Brother's a really good coach. Clay's a really good football coach, and I've known Clay for a while. Does a really good job.
How eager are you to get a first taste of this rivalry with SC?
We're just excited to play a football game. So, we got a little bad taste in our mouth from Saturday, and the best thing to do is get back on a practice field and get ready to go play against a really good team. And obviously, a lot of our guys know their guys. There's a lot of guys that played high school football together, and then one went here, one went there. So I think that's part of the unique thing about the rivalry is not only the proximity of the schools, but how many guys on their team played with guys that are on our team. There's a real familiarity with this team more than any other team we play. So.
Do you have a sense that a win over SC helps in recruiting for you?
I think a win over anybody at this point in time is going to help us in recruiting.
Has Spate done enough to keep going as the starting quarterback right now?
We'll see how practice goes this week. I thought Wilton did a really, really good job last week. But again, health is the most important thing for everybody. And I say this, and you guys look at me like I'm crazy, but if somebody gets hurt on Thursday, you name to start it on Monday, then it doesn't matter. So we get enough reps in how we train that both of those guys will be prepared to play in a football game.
Is there a point where a quarterback kind of builds up enough equity where he doesn't have to prove himself in practice every week?
Not if he's hurt.
Right, but assuming that
I don't take injuries out of the equation.
Okay.
I take everything blunt reality.
Okay.
So you can't take it that way. So if you're going to work in the hypothetical world and start to take things out, then like I said before, what if we all get the plague? So I don't deal with that. We deal with reality. Okay. Who's healthy, who's not healthy, who can practice, who has enough reps, and who do we feel by the time we get that way? You could say the same thing, but if Tom Brady doesn't practice all week long, he may not play in the game. And he's Tom Brady, and he's the best to ever play. So I think it's all contingent upon what's available to you. And obviously we can't predict what's available to us. So let's just have a really good Monday.
How has Wilton improved over the last few games now that he's...
I think just he's getting more experience, and obviously it was cut short because he went down in the Cincinnati game. And so the biggest teacher you can have is game reps. And he's just gotten more game reps. And as he's gotten more game reps, he's gotten more comfortable in what we're doing. We also get a better feel for what he likes and what he feels comfortable doing. So, again, I thought he played really well against Arizona State. I thought he did some really good things with his legs, extended drives at proper times because the coverage was such that things were open for him at there, and I thought he was really accurate with the football. There was one pick, but it was on a tip ball. But besides that, I thought he played a really clean football game.
Do you believe in the idea of closing a season with momentum that can carry over to the next season?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Just look at the history of everything. I mean, last year, in this day and age, last year doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. Notre Dame was awful. Brian Kelly's a bad coach. Now all of a sudden they're the 3 team in the country. So what happened to that momentum? That was bad momentum that I don't think people pay attention to. I think what you need to pay attention to is what you can control. But if you think something that happens in November of 2017 is affecting something in 2018, then you're a person that hopes and wishes for things instead of you got to get up every day and do the work. There's nothing. That's why I've never been a firm believer in they were this. There's teams that played in the national championship and then 2 years later they have a losing season. Well, what happened? You know what I mean? Maybe they were hoping and wishing that the momentum took care of it and didn't do the work. It's all about doing the work and taking care of what you can control. So the momentum part of this. I mean, people don't remember a week ago in this day and age, let alone a whole year ago. So, tell me who was ranked 3rd in the country last year at this time.
Ohio State, I don't know.
Don't know, right?
Yeah.
So Where's the momentum there, right?
Yeah.
There is no momentum. You know what I mean? Last year, who was the hot team? Now this year, it's this. You know, what's the hot thing in music? That guy's done. What's the next thing? At one point in time, Milli Vanilli was on top of the world, right? And then it all crashed and burned. So, yeah, we're not thinking about momentum. We're thinking about having a really good Monday. So.
When you look at the film, Arizona State, what were they doing to take away Josh Kelly?
What's that?
When you look at the film of the Arizona State game?
I think we just have to execute better. You know, we had some things in the past game, and I thought Wilton did a really good job in the past game, but it wasn't a scheme thing that they were doing. It was just that we got to win our one-on-one battles in our blocks, and we didn't do as good a job in that game as we did in other games.
How's Jay Smalley done filling in at outside linebacker?
Jace has been a real good addition to that group. Obviously, we're down in numbers. Really, at that position, you know, we only had 3 healthy bodies coming in. So Jace has really stepped it up. You know, and I think that's a lot of our young guys have really stepped it up, and that's the cool part of what I mean. You can be positive or negative with it, but you know, our kickoff return team has 7 true freshmen and 4 walkouts, and one of those freshmen is a walkout. So it's an opportunity for those guys to step up and show us what they can do. Because of the injuries that we've had since we started the season, with how many guys are out, I think we have 57 scholarship players available today. So then you look at it as, oh, that's poor me. No, it's not. It's a great opportunity for guys like Jace, for Donovan, for Shea Pitts, for Winston Anawalt. We got a bunch of guys that are stepping up and making plays. Greg Dulcich played in his first game as a true freshman walk-on, but Greg Dulcich has trained really well out here for us. So I think Jace has taken advantage of the opportunity that's presented to him and done a nice job giving us a little bit more depth there, because we need some depth there. So.
Where's Raheem Johnson in that hierarchy?
He's below those guys. Okay, guys.